In the vast and enchanting universe of Sailor Moon, we are introduced to a myriad of powerful and enigmatic characters. But among them, one figure stands out for her mystery and immense power: Sailor Cosmos. But just who is she, and what secrets does she hold? Join us today as we deep dive into everything we know about Sailor Cosmos. Sailor Cosmos is the final Sailor Soldier to be introduced in Naoko Takeuchi's Sailor Moon universe, only appearing in the final 2 acts of the Sailor Moon manga. Some distinct features of Sailor Cosmos' appearance include her long, white hair tied in a pair of heart-shaped ondongo, with her bangs creating an exaggerated heart. Her dress resembles a typical Sailor Fuku, with white for purity and gold for divinity being her main colors. Her skirt has 9 stripes, one representing each color of a Sailor Soldier, and the 2 longer ribbons representing Sailor Cosmos and Moon herself. All of her accessories include white beads. However, given her connection to Usagi, these are most likely pearls, Usagi's birthstone. And on her choker, brooch, and tiara is the symbol of a golden star. Her eye color is either blue, silver, or purple, depending on the artwork. In a future so far off it is beyond human comprehension, a completed and perfect version of Chaos emerges from the Galaxy Cauldron, Sailor Chaos. After millennia of countless wars, destruction, and death, Sailor Cosmos finds herself unable to defeat this almighty and perfected form of chaos. Eventually, Sailor Cosmos loses all hope of stopping chaos and reversing such widespread destruction and death. Sailor Cosmos, left without any hope, remembers her far-off past. She remembers when she had faced chaos at the Galaxy Cauldron as Eternal Sailor Moon, and wonders if destroying both Chaos and the Galaxy Cauldron back then could have prevented this eternal suffering she has witnessed. This regret spurs her into action, leading her to travel back through space and time, disguised as a young girl, Chibi, with the goal of guiding her younger self, Eternal Sailor Moon, to change her fate by destroying both Chaos and the Galaxy Cauldron, the source of all future life, the cauldron, and future evil. Eventually, Chibi stands with her younger self, Sailor Moon, at the Galaxy Cauldron's edge, ready to fight. However, instead of persuading Usagi to destroy the cauldron and all traces of chaos with it, as she had initially planned, Usagi instead convinces Chibi that the action she took so long ago was indeed the right one. To let life continue on, the good and the bad, that the eternal fight will always be worth it. With this, Usagi urges Chibi to never lose hope for the future. Moved to tears, Chibi agrees, reveals her true form, and declares they won't lose. She watches as her younger self, Eternal Sailor Moon, makes the same decision she once did so long ago. Eternal Sailor Moon gathers the power of every Sailor crystal in existence across the universe while inside the Galaxy Cauldron. She attempts to embrace chaos, save her friends, and fade away as the ultimate sacrifice. However, this selfless act creates the Lamba power of the Cosmos Crystal, a power so immense that it regenerates the entire galaxy, which includes Usagi and her friends, and causes chaos to dissolve back into the Galaxy Cauldron once more, to be born in the future. as the cycle of good and evil, light and dark, life and death continue. With the Galaxy Cauldron saved, Sailor Cosmos reveals herself to the Sailor Quartet, where she shares her story and that of Eternal Sailor Moon's great accomplishments. Sailor Saris then wonders aloud that Sailor Cosmos seems to be Sailor Moon's ultimate future form. However, Sailor Cosmos remorsefully disagrees. Due to her loss of hope and extensive death and destruction from her own timeline in the future, she does not consider herself worthy of the Sailor Cosmos title or the Cosmos Crystal she wields. Instead, calling Sailor Moon, here at this moment, the true Sailor Cosmos, for performing the heroic act that saved the entire galaxy and uniting every Sailor Crystal in existence, leading to the creation of the Cosmos Crystal. Once Sailor Cosmos finishes telling her and Eternal Sailor Moon's stories, she sends the Sailor Quartet back to the 30th century to protect their own princess, Chibi Moon. Sailor Cosmos, in awe of Usagi's boundless hope, love, and courage, is reminded of the strength she too once possessed. She reflects for the final time on the one who just acted as the true sailor of the cosmos.
I can make you better. Your heart is still pure.
Upon watching the battle unfold at the Galaxy Cauldron, Sailor Cosmos comes to the conclusion that the choice she once made so long ago as Eternal Sailor Moon was indeed the right one. Once again, she praises Usagi for her endless hope and courage, saying that only when she too can find such faith will she once again be the true Sailor Cosmos. While inspired by Sailor Moon's unending bravery and actions, Sailor Cosmos remains doubtful of her success in her future battle. With this, she returns back to her far, far future to continue waging the war for all of eternity against chaos, until once more a victor reigns supreme.